From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Superdome in New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Houston Texans. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Prescott looks to throw on first. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
2nd and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Over the middle, complete. That's Edwards. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Here's the first carry of the game for Zach Moss. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Play fake. Here's Prescott. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. Shifts by him. It's Logan Wilson there to bring him down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On 2nd down now, it's Moss. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. On the handoff, Edwards. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, That's a big-time pickup right there, and I go right at him with another momentum play. I go quickly and
and he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. It's the fullback. His second touchdown on the season. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And they'll run. This is Trey Sermon. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now they're setting up the wide receiver screen here on the right side. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Sermon now on 1st and 10. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. So, CD, you talk about this football team. Some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely. But that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that. Talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here. And then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet. What am I going to do now? And they're really ready to come back and dive back in. In fact, we've got guys who are wearing gold jackets in the Hall of Fame. They talked about retirement the last 6-7 years of their careers. So that's not always real. And sometimes you just have to go ahead and ride it out. And this is an opportunity now for everyone in this locker room to move forward.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Well, they tried to catch him by surprise, I think, there with that little pop pass on 3rd down, but no luck.
You're right about no luck, but I did like the idea. I like the thought process. Make an unconventional call on 3rd down sometimes. It can pop big. In this case, it didn't.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. On 3rd down, here's Edwards. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. That's into the hands of Edwards. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
of teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw. Prescott going for the deep ball. And got his man. Complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Lutz with the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are. But let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Off play action. Hoffman. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A huge play there for Houston. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. To the right side, this is Sermon. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Off the play fake. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Back to throw. Hoffman. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So not exactly the response they were hoping for, but they'll take the 3 to at least get them on the score sheet.
Yeah, now's not the time to panic. All is well. Somewhat calm. Only down 14-0. So continue to play your game. Take the points when they're there. And put the emphasis on your defense to go out and get you the football back.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Edwards. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
Now here's a throw that's complete.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there's an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme. Get a little bit more. Kind of did that against Denver. They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
A big pickup there on the run. Well, for a play that didn't look like much at the snap, that jet sweep turned into a big play in a hurry.
And how about how they ran the play? Because they obviously caught the defense out of position and not expecting that one, and that turned into a nice chunk of yardage. But how about the execution on the handoff? Most of the times we see on the jet sweep, they punch it forward so that if it falls to the ground, it's just an incomplete pass. Here, you got to execute it well, otherwise it's a fumble.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A give for Edwards running right. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Third and short yardage. Prescott. Open man is the tight end Troutman. Touchdown, Saints. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
On that third down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they've got just over 50 seconds to go till halftime, so they can try to put something together if they want. That is caught by Stewart. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. He gets it to Thomas. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. First down, Prescott. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott, there goes a deep ball, end zone, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Texans are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I wouldn't.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Saints are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And a fake here, direct snap to the up man. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. They only get 4, but the fake punt works and gets them a first down. Now, this works, so I guess I shouldn't be nitpicking too much, but they only had a couple of inches to go. Why fake punt?
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. If you're going to go ahead and try and pick it up in that short of a distance, I wouldn't even go into fake punt formation. This is like using up a big play for no reason at all. Leave your offense on the field and pick it up. But again, what were we doing? We're nitpicking, right? Because they did get it.
It worked. Quick hitter here, it's complete. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Cortland Sutton, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one.
The kick is good. Makes the score 6-21. Texans.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 76 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They'll run on first down. Edwards. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll run on first down with Moss. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff. Edwards. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip, and I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Edwards. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15. 2nd and 6. Here's Edwards. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run here with Edwards. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. On the give, this is their fullback. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. Here's Prescott. Touchdown! 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Saints add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Hoffman throwing left side. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stares on that sideline. This is one of those games where you just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Saints are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this fourth-quarter lead.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up. 4
touchdown passes, carving them up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. What's good on the extra point? And they open the lead up now to 25. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So that'll back them up 5. So that moves him back 5. Successive penalties have them looking now at a 1st and 20. Back to throw. Hoffman. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Sutton. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Hoffman. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And a great return here gets us one all the way down to the 26-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to...
Touchdown, Saints! A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And they're able to get this one across the 35. On 1st down, Hoffman. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Back to throw. Hoffman. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. On 1st down, it's Edwards. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Again, it's Edwards. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 34. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll indeed take a knee.